just use this launch strategy, just lower your ACoS, just copy. The first big lesson, that revenue is not profit. Let's say you sell a product for $30. After selling on Amazon for years, I don't think Amazon FBA is easy money, but I don't think it's that as well. I do think that many beginners are still playing the 2020 version of that game, and this game does not exist anymore. In this video, I'll share the biggest lessons I learned the hard way about Amazon fees, PPC, agencies, and why revenue can be very misleading. Let's go! I have sold physical products on Amazon, worked with real inventory, real ads, real margins, and real cash flow problems. And later, because I was tired of managing Amazon PPC manually and relying on agencies, we built our own PPC software for our own brand first. It's not about the theory. These are lessons I wish someone had explained me earlier. Big lesson, that revenue is not profit. This sounds obvious, but on Amazon it's very easy to forget. You can have a product selling well, you can see thousands of dollars in sales and still make almost no money after Amazon fees, storage fees, refunds, PPC, discounts, coupons, and inventory storage. I think this is one of the biggest traps for new sellers. They look at revenue and think, oh, great, that all works. But the real question is how much cash is left after everything. Let's say you sell a product for $30. After referral fee, FBA fee, cost of goods, shipping, PPC, coupons, returns, and storage, you will have probably $2 or $3 max. And if PPC gets more expensive, your conversion rate drops, that profit disappears very quickly. So now I don't look at product ideas only through demand. I look at them through unit economics. The second lesson is cash flow is everything. I mean everything. Many beginners calculate the first order, but they don't calculate the second order. You pay for samples, you pay for production, you pay for shipping, you pay for photos, you pay for PPC, then Amazon pays you later. 2 months later, 1 month later, probably 2 weeks later. And if the product starts selling, you need to reorder before you actually feel rich. So the funny thing is, growth can make you cash poor. A product can be profitable on paper and still destroy your cash flow. If your product sells faster than expected, that sounds like a great problem. You could lose ranking if you are out of stock, so be careful with that. Now I would never start with a product unless I understand not only the first order, but the second and the third order too. Let's go to lesson number 3. Another thing I learned, product research tools are helpful, but they don't make the decision for you. A tool can show you demand, estimated sales, keyword volume, competition, but it won't always tell you if the product is fragile, if compliance will be painful, if differentiation is weak, or if PPC will be too expensive. And this is where many sellers get trapped. They find a product that looks very nice in a tool, but the real business behind that product is not as attractive at all. A product can have demand and still be a bad product, because demand is only one part of equation. Today, I would rather choose a boring product with strong margins and clear differentiation other than trendy product with exciting search volume. So it's an advice from my side. One last but not least lesson for today: Amazon is not a static business. Amazon changes the rule constantly. Fees change, rules change, programs change, ad formats change, competition changes. This is why I'm careful with any Amazon advice that sounds too simple. Just find a product, just use this launch strategy, just lower your ACoS, just copy what competitors do. Usually, the real answer is much more complicated. The sellers who survive are not the ones who knows one tactic. They are the ones who can adapt and adapt constantly. If I had to summarize everything I learned after years of selling on Amazon, it would be this. Amazon FBA is still a real opportunity, but it's not easy money and it's not a shortcut. The sellers who do well and are not just looking for winning products. They understand numbers, cash flow, PPC, differentiation, and operations. And honestly, if I were starting today, I would spend less time chasing hacks and more time building systems. Systems for product validation, systems for inventory, systems for PPC, by the way, use DaniksAI, system for understanding real products. If you are selling on Amazon or thinking about starting, subscribe to our channel. I talk about Amazon FBA PPC products mistakes and the real numbers behind this business. And if you are already running Amazon PPC and feel like manual campaign management or agencies are not working for you, I'll also share more about how we think about PPC automation and why we built our own tool, DaniksAI. Let's sum up. My biggest lesson is this. Amazon FBA is still a real opportunity, but it rewards people who understand the numbers. Not just product research, not just revenue, not just ACoS. The whole system, margin, cash flow, PPC, inventory, and differentiation. If you want more honest videos about Amazon FBA, PPC, and what actually matters for sellers, subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.